surroundings here at Falkor Bay, and hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Larry Holmes, 6'3" tall, weighed in at 226 pounds, and has an 81-inch reach. And he'll be taking on Muhammad Ali, 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Eastern assassin Larry Holmes dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab. The greatest.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
All right, Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This fight has a real good flow to it. How about that time counter shot? Jab does not score. Seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Insane action. Straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout.
There's the bell for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fighter is saying, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
I'd like to see more jabs. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Can't land the jab there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell sometimes it...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Parries that jab away. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, that punch. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner.
There's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Perfect counter shot. The jab just got blocked. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They exchange punches. He misses with that straight left. Swing and a miss with the hook. Good counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your focus back, get that jab.
There's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. There's a counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope that...
Get your mind back on the job.
Let's start the 6th. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And he scores with the counter. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the straight left. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look.
It's a tough fight.
Here comes round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good punch. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? How did they survive that?
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Likes to see more jabs. Good counter punching. Through the straight left, but it won't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round. And there's the bell for round 8. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
And he just missed with that left jab. Way through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Trying to land that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Some might have thought it was a little bit close.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side. Really need looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live, singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tail of the tape. The Tyson Fury, this multi-time. And here comes the...
This bout is scheduled for...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky.
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That counter shot lands. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Misses with the straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Here we go for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Jab not finding its target. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. It's all offense all the time. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to...
There's the bell for round 3. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. That jab doesn't find a home. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fight has a real good flow to it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance without a doubt.
Here we go to the 4th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. That big hook doesn't land. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How about that time counter shot? The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Relax, relax.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
And win the round. Get back behind the jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Have you got complacent? The fight.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. No rest for the weary. Perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Nice counter. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Well done with that counter shot. They exchange punches. These two fighters are made for one another. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. After what we saw, there's the bell to start round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then...
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. Incredible work rate. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice defense on that jab. Beautiful counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second.
Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Whoa, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Down goes Larry Holmes. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me the ball.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the spoon, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.